Hi, everybody. It's me, Dr. Davia Shepherd from Live Your Optimal Life TV show, and of course, from the Ladies Power Lunch show. So basically, today I wanted to share a little bit with you because we have an upcoming retreat, and I've been watching a lot of tips and tricks videos out there and reading a lot of blogs and talking to a lot of experts. And one thing that kept coming out that seemed like a fun thing for us to talk about is shopping for essentials for going on your retreat at the dollar store. I don't know if any of you have checked this out, but I wanted to take a little trip and see what would happen. Are we going to get some good items? Is it going to replace our Target run before we head out on retreat? Want to make sure we have all our essentials accounted for. So I went ahead and I went to the local dollar store. This is not sponsored in any way by the dollar store, and you'll soon see why. So I got a couple of things. Our upcoming retreat is a Live Your Optimal Life retreat, and it's going to be on the Celebrity Reflection cruise line. We're going to the Bahamas. It's going to be an outstanding opportunity for us to transform our boundaries, our brilliance, our beauty, and our life balance. So we're really looking forward to that. And we have so many outstanding retreat things planned. We just want to make sure that we have everything that we need to make our trip more comfortable. So one of the first things that I found that I think people coming on our retreat might find interesting is they have these little magnetic clips. Now we're going on a cruise ship for our retreat, and the walls of the cruise ship are magnetic. And so these little clips that are magnetic, and you can do put up notes, you can do a whole bunch of stuff. So I thought these were going to be really great. Also bought some regular magnets. They were pink. I thought they were great. So I got those. And if you have any tips for things that you can get in that dollar store setting that's great for traveling to head off on retreat, just drop it in the comments and let us know. What are you thinking? Another thing that I found that I thought would be really handy are these tiny little bottles, and great for pouring in your full size cosmetic items, your full size personal care items to just parse out enough for our 4 days away. So, I mean, for $1.25 or whatever it is that they cost, I thought that was a great deal. And I don't know what the price comparison is at your Walmart or your Target or your other convenience type store that you might shop at, but I thought those were some good deals. Another thing that I found were these vacuum storage bags. And one of the things about going on any kind of travel nowadays is being able to do more with less room, because you do have to pay for every single one of those bags. And so I haven't tried these yet. I don't know how well they work, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. One of the things that I thought was interesting is that I always thought of the dollar store as a place to get off-brand things, things that it might be okay, but you're not really sure. But one thing that no matter where I'm traveling to, I always like to have disinfectant wipes. And so I was able to get small size of disinfectant wipes in a brand that I recognize. And I was also able to get disinfectant wipes in a brand that I do not recognize, but in a much larger package. So that was interesting. Also, on that same theme and topic of recognizable brands, we always want to have some first aid items. So we want to have, I'm not expecting anybody to get sick or anything like that, but some band-aids, some alcohol prep pads just in case. And Curad is a brand that we recognize here in the practice. Definitely some of the things that we order from medical supplies do come from Curad. And whereas in the traditional stores, you might find more recognizable brand names, I felt really comfortable with those brand names. I also was able to get travel size Tylenol, not a whole lot. This was 6 tablets in the pack. I was able to get some, just on the same theme of brand name items, I was able to get some mouthwash in these small travel sizes. And I thought for the price and the recognizable brands, things that I don't have to worry, are they going to work or are they not going to? These are some makeup remover wipes. Pond's is an older brand. I think I remember it from maybe my mom having Pond's things, not necessarily a brand I usually use, but definitely one I recognize. So those are some of the things that we saw that were brands that we recognize. Always want to have, I think, when you're traveling anywhere and definitely traveling on retreat, some tissues for your pocketbook. And these were an off-brand item, but for the price, I figured we'd pick them up. And now on to some of the things that I will have to check out a little bit because I don't know if they're going to work the way that I expect them to. One of the things I recommend in my packing list is something called Downy Wrinkle Releaser. And you're not allowed to bring an iron on the cruise ship. But of course, your clothing might have wrinkles from packing. And so I found this. It's called Wrinkle Away Spray. So I'm going to check that one out at home. I'll probably report back to let you know if it works. But I just saw it. It made me chuckle and I bought it. These are stain remover wipes. I usually bring along on any retreat a Tide pen to remove any stains or things that might happen. I don't know how these are going to work. I will try them. I will report back, but it says lift stains on the go. Stain remover wipes. Ooh. Another off-brand item. Okay, we're going to talk about something a little bit indelicate, but something that everybody has to deal with, going to the bathroom. These sprays that usually you can spray it in the toilet before you go. You can usually get Poo-Pourri on, that's what it's called, Poo-Pourri, the brand, on Amazon or maybe in Target or something like that. I found these toilet spray pre-poo. It's called Put a Lid on It. So I don't know if they work. We will definitely bring those along on our trip though. And then a couple of other cute little items that I saw that I couldn't leave behind. This is a little dry erase board, but it's magnetic. And so this will be a good addition, whether you want to put it in your room, leave a message for your roommate, or if you want to put it in your room, leave a message for your room attendant, or if you just want to draw pretty pictures and leave them for yourselves, those are also welcome. No open flames are allowed on board, but if you're trying to get that effect of a candle, may I recommend these LED tea light candles. They are battery powered. Not going to be exactly the same as lighting a candle when you're doing your meditation or your morning rituals, but definitely an option to consider. So I got some of those. Is there anything else in this bag? I got a couple of other things. So I'm not too sure if I feel comfortable trying this one, but I saw it, so I brought it to show it to you. The number of outlets in the room might be limited. And so it's always recommended that you bring like a non-surge protected block that you can actually extend the number of outlets that you have. Would I trust one that comes from the dollar store? Not too sure, but I brought it just to show it to you. And the last thing that I got was this timer. It's a 2-minute timer. I saw it, I wanted it. I figure everybody could always use that timer. Final item was Ziploc bags. On any kind of vacation, especially one where you might be going to the beach, you might end up with wet clothing. A few Ziploc bags is always a good idea sometimes when you're packing, to just reinforce your cosmetic items that could leak into your suitcase and make a mess of your clothing. You might want to drop those in a Ziploc bag. Things like your sunscreen, you want to drop those in a Ziploc bag as well. So I figured for a pack of 6 2-gallon Ziploc bags, some random off-brand, I don't know, I figured, why not try it? So those are some of the things, those are all the things actually that I got at the dollar store on this trip. I feel like it does not at all in any way replace my trip that I'm going to have to take to my store, my Target store. And so while it was a fun day and it was a fun opportunity for me to go, I would definitely say you're still going to have to get your essentials where you usually shop for those. So I'm looking forward to retreat. I can't wait. And for those of you who are watching this, who might have missed sign up for this upcoming retreat, I just want to say to you, I'm so sorry you're not coming with us. We're really going to miss you, but don't be alarmed because our next retreat is coming up and you can sign up for that. We are about halfway full on that, but there is still room for you to join us. So if you want more information about that, please may I invite you to go to growsmarternotharder.com/retreat. And you can get all the information there. There's some really good payment plans that are available if you want to pay over time, or you can get a little bit of a discount by paying all at once. But what we are committed to with our retreats is making sure that you have, obviously, a great vacation, that you have a relaxing time, that you really get a chance to unplug from all that's out there and you have the opportunity to detox. But more importantly, we're really focused on building that inner life, focusing on that brilliance, that balance, those boundaries, the beauty of your life, so that when you get back out there to work with your folks, that you will be able to shine as brightly as you need to. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have any comments, if you have any tips that we missed for making your dollar store retreat prep shopping even better, there are items that you think, hey, Davia, you forgot this, or if you're like, absolutely not, I'm not even going to waste my time, just drop a comment down below in the chat. Thanks so much for watching along, folks, and I'll see you all on the next show. Bye, everyone.